Well before you take your first swing, we have several suggestions that will ensure that your golf game is the best that it can be. When you book your tee time over the phone, we recommend that you ask the following 10 questions to avoid confusion and prevent embarrassing situations on or off the course. Host professionals taking your call will be well prepared and willing to answer any of your questions regarding their club regulations. Ask if the price for 18 holes is distinct from or includes unlimited all-day golfing. If your party includes 4 or more people, inquire into special group rates. Because some resort golf clubs offer more elaborate golf packages, find out if dinner is included in the overall price. Some golf clubs are busier than others, so make sure you know how far in advance you should book your tee time. And in terms of payment, find out if the club accepts cash, debit cards, or credit cards. If you plan on paying by credit card, clarify which credit cards are acceptable. Find out if there is a cancellation policy and what it entails. Course protocol varies from club to club, so make sure you find out whether there is a walking course or if carts are mandatory. If you plan to use a golf cart, make sure you clarify whether the driving regulations include the 90-degree rule or if carts are permitted on designated paths only. Also verify the availability and rental prices of carts, pull carts, and clubs. For more information on cart rules and safety, click on the Cart Management icon. Ask if the club has a driving range, and if so, find out the price for a bucket of balls. Confirm the club's dress code. Pay close attention to guidelines regarding footwear. Since soft spike shoes have been introduced to the market, older hard spike models are no longer permitted on some courses. Find out whether dining facilities exist for casual or fine dining, and if they offer banquet service for business or personal functions. Verify that the locker rooms include showers, towel service, and secure lockers. And after you have successfully booked your tee time, we recommend that you arrive at the golf course at least 45 minutes prior to your scheduled tee-off time. Upon arriving at the golf course, you should find out if there is a bag drop area located near the clubhouse where you can drop your bags off. After you've dropped off your bags, park your car and then proceed directly to the pro shop. Because some parking lots are located quite a distance from the pro shop, by dropping off your bag earlier, you will be able to walk unencumbered through the parking area. Once you have entered the pro shop, you'll be asked to pay your green fee. Pro shops sell many useful products that will assist you in your game, so while you're waiting, be sure to browse through the items they have in stock. You should also be aware that all pros and assistant pros are available for golf instruction. The cost of golf lessons vary, so make sure you check with the pro shop for the availability and price of instructors. And while you're in the pro shop, pick up a scorecard and inquire about the club's local rules. Because these rules were intended to help golfers with their game, they're definitely worth following. After you've paid your green fee, check in with the starter and let him know that your group has arrived. Because golf times are not always on schedule, some being early, some being late, ask the starter when you can begin your game. By taking this initiative, you can reassure the players in your group by keeping them apprised of realistic time frames. Being organized is the first key to a successful day of golf. Next, take the time to thoroughly stretch your muscles. Swinging a golf club is an extreme and unnatural physical activity, so it is very important that all your muscles are properly stretched. Spend at least 10 or 15 minutes stretching your neck, back, arms, and legs. A local pro or professional trainer can advise you about the most effective warm-up exercises. When you have finished stretching, go to the range and practice your swing. Begin with wedges and irons, move on to the driver, and finish with a few wedge shots. Focus on your rhythm and tempo. Each golf course uses different combinations of grass and cuts the green at a specific height. For this reason, we recommend that you spend some time practicing on the putting green. Start with short putts to gain confidence and follow through with longer lag putts. Direct your putting to the left and right, and if possible, uphill and downhill. You are now ready to proceed to the first tee. Since ability and experience varies from one player to the next, you should decide what tee box area you want to play. Golf courses have anywhere from 3 to 5 boxes, so it's not necessary for all players to play from the same tee box. Your scorecard supplies total yardage information that can help you make an appropriate choice. The red and yellow markers on the course indicate tee-off positions that are a shorter distance to the green. These are the excellent places for beginners or short drivers. For average to advanced golfers, the white markers identify moderately difficult tee-off locations. Blue or gold marks on the course indicate the most challenging tee-off position and are intended for advanced golfers. Choose one that is suitable to your level. Keep in mind also that courses range in difficulty and that you should select one that best fits your ability. Playing a course that is too tough can be frustrating, not only for you, but to fellow golfers playing with you and behind you. Once you have decided on an appropriate tee box, you should be aware that a selected and authorized committee has ranked each hole. The most difficult hole has a 1 rating, while the least difficult hole has an 18 rating. For instance, if you see that a hole has a 7 classification on your scorecard, this hole is the 7th most difficult hole on the golf course. Likewise, a hole with a 16 rating is the 16th most difficult hole on the golf course. Although we don't condone the practice of betting, golfers are well known to place friendly wagers on a round of golf with fellow competitors. In order to balance diverse skill levels in competition, golfers calculate their individual handicaps. To establish your personal handicap, simply take the average of your best 10 scores out of your last 20 games over par and calculate using the 80% rule. For example, if player A golfs 20 games and her best games average 82, this number signifies that she averaged 10 strokes over the par 72 course. 80% of 10 gives her a handicap of 8. By comparison, if opponent B's best 10 games average 92 or 20 shots over the par 72 rating, 80% of 20 gives him a handicap of 16. Player A, with a handicap of 8, and player B, with a handicap of 16, are thus separated by a difference of 8 strokes. In the event of a medal play competition or a game in which you count all of your strokes, Player B would deduct 16 strokes from his final score in order to be competitive with Player A, who would deduct 8 strokes. So if Player A shoots 83, she would deduct 8 strokes from her score, giving her a 75. If Player B shoots 90, 16 strokes are deducted from Player B's score to give him a score of 74. Therefore, Player B would win despite the fact he shot a higher gross score. During match play competitions, where players compete hole by hole, Player A would give 8 strokes to Player B on the most difficult holes of the golf course. By circling numbers marked 1 through 8 in the handicap section of their scorecard, they determine how many strokes Player B can deduct per hole. Congratulations! You are now physically and mentally prepared to begin your game. The marshal has just announced that our group can proceed to the first tee. So, let the golfing begin.